Shalom family, greetings to you and yours. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well. Thank you for watching this video. This is yet another video where I'm visiting a goat farm to familiarize myself, or what's the word? How do they say this word? To familiarize myself, to get used to how life is on a goat farm, and see and perhaps learn what happens on a goat farm, get some knowledge from the people who've been doing it for time. All right. This is yours, Mugi, and you're watching Candid Farmers. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Smash the like button. Leave a comment if you have one. All right. So, just like any kind of trade, that if you wish to be successful, if you wish to succeed in that trade, you need some bit of training. You need to be trained. So this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm visiting this farm to take some notes and see how things are. What time do you set the goats out to go and graze? How do you know that you need to medicate? How do you notice a sick goat? Things like those. They are things that you cannot take for granted. So this is exactly what I'm doing. Thank you for always supporting Candid Farmers. It's a brand new channel. Be a part of the story. Let's grow the channel together. Please subscribe, comment, like, share, and click the notifications icon so that you will be notified every single time I put out a video. Enjoy this video. Greetings, family. We're out on the farm and we are administering, or we are giving salt to the goats. And what we do is we put the salt, portions of salt, on ant hills, as you can see right here. We put portions of salt on the ant hills, and then the goats find their way and come eat the salt. There is a certain type of salt that's slightly bigger crystals. That's what we use. And we give them, and they enjoy it, just as you can see here. They're eating the salt. Salt is a supplement which is a source of a certain mineral. As we are going to be talking to a vet to help us understand why goats need this salt. So this is how we give the salt. You know, just basically put it on the ant hills, and then the goats find it and they eat it. It's a big crystal type of salt that we use, you know, crystalline, but the crystals are big in size. It's very lovely to see your herd of animals moving around, you know, in numbers. It gives joy, especially if you're looking after them correctly, if you're looking after them very, very good, treating them, and then, you know, unleash them into the field. Just as you see these, and then you're just seeing them wandering around in the field, grazing. It's very lovely. So goats, I would say, are, you know, a type of animal that like to graze communally, but for some reasons they split, you know, and in most cases they like to split in two groups. Then one group goes its own way and the other remains, you know, somewhere, and then they would rather graze like that. Just as you see these now. The other group has went its own way, and then this one has remained this way. This group mainly comprises of the young ones. There's a few grown ones, but they're mainly young ones. And now they're making their way to perhaps join the other bigger group. And off they go. Now, what I have noticed is that animals like goats and cows, but let's talk about goats in this case. So animals like goats have a certain language that they hear. So many times when you're in a herd like this, or mulalo, or the herdsman, keep speaking to them in a certain, you know, tongue. I hear him, you know, say words that are unrecognizable, you know, in a tongue that I don't recognize. I hear him say things like, And then noticeably, they understand the language because when he wants them to move in a certain direction and he gives a signal or he says the words that he says, you see them move. So yeah, man, even goats have a tongue that they don't speak but can hear. It's very interesting, just as we animals, or just as we humans. You hear? He keeps saying words like those. It's very interesting, isn't it? When you can speak to your animals and they hear you, they respond to your commands.